Our next guest is a talented actress, comedian, and writer you know from shows like Happy Endings, Black Monday, and Marry Me. Her book, The Wreckage of My Presence, is available now. Please welcome back to the show our friend Casey Wilson. Hello, Casey. How are you?
Hi, Seth. I'm good. I'm so happy to be here. Hello.
Hello. Congratulations. A couple of great accomplishments. The main one, let's be honest, New York Times bestseller. And I want to talk more about that. But I've heard tell you were equally happy about this accomplishment. You made People's Beauties of Every Age.
That's right.
And this is, well, let's just see if we can find you there. Talk about this moment, being recognized for your beauty by People.
Okay, so I will say I think this is a greater achievement, if I may, than the New York Times bestseller list.
Okay.
You know, you can't campaign for this, but I am. Look, People magazine has said I'm the most beautiful 40-year-old in the world. And that's just how it is. And I just want to apologize, formally to all 40-year-olds who weren't this lucky. But I will be representing all of us.
Did you feel overlooked last year as a beautiful 39-year-old?
I absolutely did. I was angry. I was upset. But I decided to come back stronger this year. And honestly, I'm campaigning now for 41.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that would be heartbreaking if you don't get it, because that would just, be an indictment of what has happened to your beauty over the course of the year.
Yes, it's so quickly I would fall. I would fall from grace. So I just want everyone to know, if you have any ties or, to People magazine. And look, no one else seems to care about this award. And they told me it's not an award. But isn't it?
I think it is. And I think it's very well deserved. I want to ask this. I know you've talked a lot in the past. You enjoy spending time in bed and in the bath. And
right.
You actually found out about your New York Times bestseller status. In which of the two? Where were you?
Okay, so this is hard to say, and it was midday. I was just gotten out of the bath and, believe it or not, was about to get into the bed to take a nap when I checked my phone. My husband was a bit disturbed. We have 2 kids and I work full time, as to how I was able to do those 2 things midday. But I'm a bath person and a bed person. I love to eat in the bed, and I love to have friends receive people in the bath, maybe on a little stool. We have to multitask, Seth. You can get a lot done in there.
Now, this was a year. This past year, a lot of people thrived in both the bed and the bath. Did you find yourself to be well prepared for what beset us all?
No one was more prepared for this pandemic than I was. It was such a smooth transition, as someone who needs to be submerged in water with a down comforter over her at all times than me. It was beautiful.
Your father features heavily in your book, and we've talked about Paul on the show before. And you have pointed people, or I should say you've suggested that people enjoy his Twitter account.
That's right.
This is an active Twitter account, and these are some of his finest tweets.
Okay.
Wound up not running.
He just wound up not, yeah.
This one's a good one. Dinner.
They're very kind of avant-garde.
This is one for anybody who was thinking, maybe logged onto Twitter saying, hey, I should call my old friend Paul, and they would be upset to find out that he's busy for 40 minutes.
There was a bit of an incident, I think, in his brain of like, am I texting or am I tweeting? And that got a bit,
Yes. There is also the idea of, subtweeting, where you don't specifically call out the person, but it's obvious who you're talking about.
Okay.
Although I don't know if he's doing it right either, because who knows who this is for?
Very boring. I don't know if that's about this interview. I don't know.
Well, no, it can't be. It was from 2010. Something in July, summer of 2010. Paul, by the way, I can't believe your dad's been on Twitter now for over a decade. That's an accomplishment. Oh, there he is. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you again.
Quit making fun of me.
Please. This is so upsetting, Seth.
Well.
I'm coming to everyone from Delaware on a family vacation, and I have about 50 family members just gathered around.
Well, he definitely knows his best angle for Zoom. Just real close top corner of the frame. I want to talk about your book, which is wonderful. We'll be right back with more from Casey Wilson after this.